Barney Frank, an architect of the 2008 banking crisis and subsequent recession, was on the board of Signature Bank. And he blames his ignorance of crypto for its failure. No, you're on the board. If you're going to be on the board, be on the board. You're making a couple $100,000, what was it, 121 or so in salary and more in stocks and stock options. Of course, they're not worth anything now. If you don't,
The problem with that was the people were getting bonuses.
is that the problem?
Yes,
there,
that's what the
Barney?
problem. A lot of the people at the banks were getting bonuses. A lot of CEOs.
Is that the problem? What?
That is the problem.
Yeah. What about your $121,000?
$121,000 is not a whole lot of money today by today's standards.
Is that right? Yeah. Now, what about a lack of oversight at your own bank there when it comes to crypto?
I have no idea what crypto is. People have to explain that to me. I'm an older gentleman.
Well, that's true, being 82 years old, but you're on the board of a bank, and over 30% of the bank's investments are in cryptocurrency. Shouldn't you, as a board member, be aware of what crypto is?
I am more of an oversight committee. I do not make decisions such as that, as the board.
I'm sorry, what was that again?
I do not make those sort of decisions.
Does what decision?
Those sort of. I did not say the S word. I thought about that in my head. It sounded like I just said the S word, but I said those sort of decisions.
Exactly. Okay, so you're not to blame.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Barney Frank.
Barney Frank.
Yeah.
Know any attractive gentlemen I can pick up here at the station?
There might actually be some. I don't know if they're interested in you, unless you
That
want.
producer looks handsome.
Do you have anybody who maybe wants to run a gay gigolo operation out of your apartment as one did before? Or is that over now?
But I agreed to come on the air and not talk about that. That's one of the stipulations.
Oh, is that right?
Yes,
You're
that's
not going to talk
one of the
about
stipulations.
the gay gigolo running
Yeah, the gay gigolo.
Running a
Just a gigolo everywhere I go.
running the prostitution ring out of your apartment. All righty.
Pay for every dance, selling equipment.
Well done. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Barney Frank, let's wheel Randy back in here and get to your text messages at 302-529-1017. By the way, good memory. It's a pretty close approximation of Barney Frank.
Barney Cartman Frank. All right.
Yeah, it did. Like I said, back in those days, I tried to get him on the show, and of course, he wisely chose not to because.
I was doing the national shows back then.
Yes, nothing regional or local.
No, I don't need to be on in Delaware.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I do not need to be on in the state of Delaware.
Okay, good to know. Even though I wonder if his bank was incorporated here. All right, your text messages at 302-529-1017.
Why are Venezuelans coming here?
I'm sorry, but I can't help it. I was just looking you in the face. Folks, I got to tell you something. So Randy's there doing his impression of Barney Frank, which is hilarious. However, in doing so, his eyes are going to like little slits in his head, and his jowls...
Yes, I look like Gilbert.
Yeah, Gilbert Gottfried. No, dude, your jowls are flopping around. You don't even have jowls unless you're doing Barney Frank. Then all of a sudden you grow jowls, and you never had it. And then you turn your head and start speaking as Randy. I couldn't help but laugh. There was just something.
There's a visual that I pick up when I see people. It helps the voice. When I saw Seth MacFarlane doing Peter Griffin, I was like, oh, that's how he's doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He makes himself feel fatter. Yeah. He acts fatter. Yeah. All right. Text messages, and I'll try not to interrupt you again.